Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a video on VALORANT, comparing the 3700X with the 5800X. I already did a video with the two CPUs on Warzone, so I thought I would do it on VALORANT this time, using the RTX 3600 Ti. But starting it off with the 3700X, we're running the game at 1080p on the lowest setting. Everything is turned off or set to its lowest value. You can see that our FPS is ranging between 220 to 300. It's a pretty wide gap, but for the most part we can hold above 200 FPS. Now I've heard that in high level rank play, like Immortal or Radiant, you might fall below 200 FPS with all the ability spam. You might actually fall below 200. Taking a look at our CPU usage, we can see that overall we're sitting at 25% usage. Only a couple of cores are getting up there in the 50% and 70% usage, while the rest are sitting in the 12 to 20%, sometimes the 30% usage as well. Now if you're playing with a 140Hz screen or a 240Hz screen, then the CPU is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We're getting 270 FPS average, so we're holding above 240 for the most part, but you might actually fall into the high 100s, into the 180s, the 170s, even the 150s maybe. I haven't seen it happen to me yet, but just keep that in mind. Now just like the Warzone video, I will have a side-by-side comparison of both systems, so if you want to see that, go ahead and skip to the end. I'll have a chapter there available as well. And if you like the content, make sure to subscribe, because we're on our way to hit 700 subs. But yeah, let's jump up to the 5800X. Alright, jumping up to the 5800X, I will mention this again like I did with the Warzone video. This isn't my CPU, I'm just borrowing it for this video to test it out. And I gotta say that the game feel is very similar between 200 to 300 FPS versus 400 to 500 FPS. I did mention in the Warzone video that there might be a way bigger gap between VALORANT and CSGO versus Warzone, because Warzone felt pretty much identical between both CPUs, you just got extra frames. But in this game as well, if you're running at 144Hz, the game feels very similar, maybe slightly better at 400-500 FPS. You get a consistent 144 the whole time. There's no chance for you falling below it, even though 3700X can do the same. I just can't guarantee it. Now looking at our average FPS, we're sitting in the 470s to 480s on average, which is crazy for the CPU. We're sitting at like 270 I think for the 3700X, which is still very good. If you got a 240Hz screen, it's still above that. But we're getting an average FPS of 470. GPU is still sitting around the 30% to 40% mark, which is fine. Still got plenty of headroom. This game isn't very GPU heavy, like I said before. And our CPU usage is sitting at the same as 3700X. Some cores are in the 70s, 60s, and the others are sitting at 20s to 30s. And yeah, let's go and jump into the side-by-side comparison. Alright, that's it for the video guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a like, and the subscription video, highly appreciate it. See you next time.